Alright, so today I'm working on one of our preparations for getting ready for our trip up the East Coast. We have a roof rack on top of our truck, and it's kind of a combination of the Yakima Thule roof rack. We use this to haul our surfboards, cargo racks, all kinds of other gear, kayaks, etc. The problem though, these surf racks we have are designed to go on a flat bar, so the whole thing will actually move up and down. It doesn't get a good grip there. You see where there's been some grooves over time that are cutting into it and making it slip even more. Today I'm replacing the round bar with a flat bar from, I think it's Yakima or Thule? Yeah, it's Yakima. It's a Yakima bar. And this is going to be better for these guys so they lock in place and don't flip-flop around and stay upright.
Intro video.
So we have here, this is the Yakima, no sorry, this is a Thule double up, and this is I think a Thule SUP dog, SUP dog. So these are both Thule surfboard racks, and they can go on Yakima bars and hardware. It's just a matter of making them work right. What I've gotten here is the Yakima Jetstream bars. For us, we have a full-size truck. I want the bars to hang over just a little bit on each side. We went with the 60-inch bars. These bars come in 50, 60, or 70 inches. We went with the 60s. That we have a little bit, but not too much hanging over the sides. And you can see with these guys, when these guys go to the edge, we can, it'll stick out even further. So we have plenty of flexibility within the 60-inch sizing. So gives us, options. If we have kayaks and other gear that are bulky, we can move things, shift them to the side a little bit. So what I'm gonna take these off, install the new flat bars with some new hardware. Let me show you, I also have, so those flat bars can't mount to a Thule bar. They mount to, it's called a tower. These are Skyline Towers. These we picked up several months ago at an REI garage sale. So all the stuff we're doing, all this stuff's like super expensive. It's overpriced, but it's also good quality stuff. So we want this gear, but we found these guys, I think for like 30 bucks at a REI garage, so they're about $200 usually. These bars here are like $250-ish on average, and I found them on Amazon for $175. So for just a hair over 200 bucks, we're gonna have the proper system that'll hold these surfboard racks properly in place. And it'll be nice because what happens a lot of times, we're driving down the road and the wind hitting the surfboards and stuff, the rack will actually, the whole thing shifts over and the surfboard's kind of leaning back and the straps are binding, and it's just not an ideal situation. This will be much more secure. So here's our new towers. When you buy stuff at REI, they put an X on it at the garage sale, so they know it's been an REI garage sale item, but it's a cheap way to get stuff. So anyhow, this is gonna mount underneath this bar. Let's open it up. There we go, we got two Yakima flat bars. Alright, before I do all this in time lapse, I figured I'd just show you real quick. The directions are pretty vague as to how you mount this to here and make your adjustments, so I'll just show you real quick on this video, real fast, how I'm mounting these and essentially getting them staged where I can go up on the roof of the truck and then make my final adjustments and lock it all in place. I had to go fish out a 4mm hex screw. I'm guessing it would come with the tower kit here. This is the Skyline Tower kit. Like I mentioned, I bought this at a garage sale. It was actually $48.03 at the REI garage sale. If you guys haven't heard of the REI garage sales, huge fan, because you can get some great gear for cheap there. In this case, it was returned because one tower was broken, the rest were new. I actually looked at it, the tower wasn't broken. I just had to adjust something and it was as good as new. 200 bucks, new price, got it for 48 bucks, so not bad. So that makes us a $225 for this whole setup to have a proper roof rack on our truck that's gonna do a good job. Here's the package that came with the Jetstream bars. Has these guys and these end caps. I found that the end caps, they only go on one side or the other. They're not universal. So make sure you match those up. But first, before you do the end cap, we need to get this into the groove. But before we do that, we need to install this onto the new tower. So here's the tower. Let's get it kind of get that screw started. Once it's started and it's in there, now I can put this into the bar and I'll make my final adjustments later. This is a really bad video, so this is not a how to install bar video. I'm just sharing the system we're using on our truck to make our gear rock solid so we can travel. We've been all up and down through Baja, Mexico, over to Canada, over to the East Coast. Right now we're in Florida, and now we're gonna head up north to Maine and who knows where from there. So we want a system that's gonna do a good job for us and be reliable. So you see that, there we go, it's kind of on place. I can go put my end cap on now, right here. As I mentioned, they are directional. There's that. And now it's a matter of, I'll go up on the roof with the bar and I'll adjust this to the right width and make sure it's just right and then tighten everything down. Like I mentioned, it's not cheap, but once this is up there, I know that our gear will be safe, be rock solid, we'll have peace of mind. With the old bar, these round bars, they're not horrible. They've gone probably 30,000 miles around the country, but you can see that, like even this one here, if you look, you can see where it's starting to wear and tear. It's actually chewed off the surface here. So these bars are just worn and now they're slipping a lot, and our gear's shifting when we hit bumpy roads and stuff. So we just need a more secure system. These flat bars are gonna do that job for us. Okay, so now it's just a matter of adjusting the bar left and right where it's nice and centered on the truck, and then I'll tighten everything down. This is a 4mm hex screw, by the way, or a hex key, hex wrench, hex something. All right, I'm gonna slip it over a notch. All right, we're nice and even. I'm gonna very carefully flip this over and lock down these settings. All right, so we've now adjusted the bar, we've got it all tightened down. Just a matter of dropping it into our landing pads and close this guy. You see when I close this guy, I close that, it actually drives out this locking mechanism here. Close that, that pops out. And that locking mechanism is what's gonna hold this into the landing pad. Right there. All right. All right, lock that one. Boom. All right, we are locked in. New bar on the roof, ready to go. So these Thule surfboard and paddleboard racks are looking pretty worn. These things, they're mostly just grime I could clean off, but these things have been all across the country, down into Mexico. These things have been all over the place, and they're still hanging tough. So huge fans of Thule and Yakima gear. It's built pretty well, it lasts a long time. It's not cheap, but my thoughts are you buy it once and you're done. And that's looking pretty good. Look at that. Tighten that one up. Tighten that one up. You just go as tight as you can with your fingers. And look at that. Now, bar's locked in there. Minimal movement. Before, the whole bar, as you saw, the whole bar would swing over before. Minimal movement. So there we go. There's one down. Got one more to go up front over here. And we'll be back in business. Here's the old bar down below. You see in this old bar, you see all the grooves here. All these old grooves where it's been sliding back and forth all through here. Even here, the plastic's been cracked and broken right here. These are good bars, and I think the reason the plastic covering's coming off is because we have actually been cutting into it with these racks, sliding back and forth, creating a weak spot for that to crack. So, good bars though. The bars are still strong, still intact. But these new bars will be a lot better. So there you have it. There are the new bars installed. Be much more secure than the old bars over here. So hope this video is helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.